Papa got a reindeer. Who'da thunk? Now Papa can fly. Oh, who'da thunk that? Now he can see him waving. Who'da thunk that? From up in the sky.
This is the Winter Fanboys Podcast, pre-recorded at First Base Studios in the heart of New York City and Denver, Colorado. And welcome back. I'm Adam.
I'm Ben.
And we are the Winter Fanboys Podcast, where we are fanboys of the Winter Failure. And the Winter Failure, who are they? Well, they're a band that makes the most original Christmas music that no one's ever heard of. Oh, exactly. And they're our friends.
Yes.
Dave and Bran. There we go. Just so everyone knows, that took me about 6 tries, but we're here.
So many tries.
So many tries. I don't know how to do the English language sometimes. Okay, so today, episode 2 or 3, however we end up doing this, but we're looking at Pokey, which is the second song on the album, which has Dave's fingerprints all over. So I'm going to say Dave wrote it. Maybe. Watch us be wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, watch us be completely wrong about how this whole thing.
So anyway, Pokey is, I think, very different than the last song, which was Christmas with You. But I want to kick it over to you, Ben, in Denver, Colorado, where it's dark out, just like it is in New York City.
Coming in from Denver, Colorado.
Coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. Want to kick it over to you and just give me your first thoughts of Pokey.
First thoughts on Pokey.
Like, what are you like when you listen to it? What comes to mind? A feeling, maybe maybe an instrument that pops out, maybe lyrics that pop out. I know you love lyrics.
Love those lyrics. So for me, the first thing that pops up is just like when I think back on the song, it's Dave's voice. Just like, it's just fun. Like Dave is singing this song in such a way that it's very playful, and it feels like it's storytelling. Pokey feels to me like a short story, like a fairy tale being told to some children at Christmas time. And so that's what sticks out to me the most. I can definitely go through the whole story of Pokey if we want to, because I like it.
I think we want to.
Okay.
I think we want to. So give us the story of Pokey.
So let's jump into Pokey
set the
really
scene.
quick. So Pokey, we've got our narrator and his pappy, who seem to be out at night, outside during Christmas time, and they come across a fawn, a deer that comes out. Yes, Adam.
Which I just realized this. I was watching some of my friends' kids last year, and we watched a thing on deer, and fawns typically lay by themselves. If you were to stumble upon a fawn, you would leave it there because the mom put it there for a purpose and a reason, so no predators could get it. Not that this song has anything to do with about a fawn, because it's about a reindeer. This was
it's actually about a reindeer,
deer.
But
this was more about deer. But I just want to say I know a little bit about fawns.
And any chance to flex some of our knowledge muscles on this podcast, we're going to take them.
I always say, "Where's the fawn at?" Oh, I can show you.
Delightful. So. This reindeer comes out of the forest, and it startles the narrator and his pappy, and pokes Pappy on the leg, and it almost bleeds. Pappy is disoriented, but before he's able to regain his footing, this reindeer sweeps Pappy off of his feet and flies him off into the sky, and Pappy is whizzing around searching for the handlebars. And then we get our first chorus, which I'm not sure on the words here, but I think Bran comes in now, and Bran's in the background, and he's saying "Who'da thunk that?" And then Dave says, "Papa got a reindeer. Who'da thunk that Papa can fly? Who'da thunk that now we see him waving? Who'da thunk that from up in the sky?" So Pappy's flying around on top of Pokey, and then we get a little bit of Pokey's backstory, which I love this. Like, I love this. So Pokey is usually waiting. He's on his own usually by himself, and he's waiting by the phone, and he's got the number 10 on his chest, and he has to wait for the other 8 or 9 reindeer to be unfit for him to be part of Santa's team that pulls the sleigh. And generally he's a backup to help Santa's back up into the sky, which is, again, like, Dave's lyrics are always just a delight. They're just fun. I feel like he's able to cram so much into a single line, and wordplay is just throughout all of the stuff that he writes, and it makes me happy. So we find out Pokey is this backup reindeer that we've never met before. And then Pappy's flying around the sky. Pokey brings him back down and apologizes to Pappy for his fit, that he was just startled. Pappy thanks him for the ride. And then we get this odd line that I'm not sure exactly how to place about these glasses. Like, I think Pokey has some glasses on, or like Pappy has glasses on or something. And they're Santa's glasses, I think. And Pappy ends up wearing them, or someone's wearing them and they're not the right prescription. It's a little bit confusing. And then we go into the bridge, where it feels to me like the narrator is just screaming up at the sky, "Go, go, go, Pokey!" And then the line, "Things are pretty blurry for the man with the white beard. Go, 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 Papa!" Pokey is soaring, and you've got to steer. And then we get that repeated twice, and then back to the chorus. And so that's Pokey. That's like the story of Pokey, which feels totally like we've met a new reindeer friend from the squad, and a little bit of his backstory being told to children at Christmas time.
Flies couldn't see a ton, they weren't his prescription, but Santa left them behind. Go, 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 Pokey! Things are pretty blurry for the man with the white beard. Go, 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 Papa! Pokey is soaring and you gotta steer. Go, 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 Pokey! Things are pretty blurry for the man with the white beard. Go, 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 Papa! Pokey is soaring and you gotta steer.
Yeah, it feels like the narrator who's sharing this reminds me of it still reminds me of like an older man who experienced this. So it's this older man who's had this story or had this experience, let's say 50, 60 years ago, and is sharing it now with a younger generation, maybe their grandkids and the neighbor's grandkids, everybody's kids, and sharing it around, a fireplace.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the story of it. Which, by the way, Pokey, have you ever seen the movie Noel? It came out
seen Noel.
on. Okay, have you heard about it?
Nope.
Okay, Anna Kendrick in Noel, and it turned out to be an actually pretty good Christmas movie. But there's this little deer and this little reindeer that is not part of the reindeer group because it's training to be a new reindeer. It's a backup reindeer, right? Or a reindeer that's learning how to fly, works its way into the group you see this little reindeer and it's like stumbling over itself. It doesn't fly in a straight, it doesn't fly level. It flies up and down. Reminds me of Pokey. Like it really, if you ever get a chance, look up a scene from Noel with the reindeer. And I think that's the real live version of Pokey. As real as you can get, it's probably CGI.
That's the documentary version of Pokey. Yeah.
That's the yeah.
So Adam, what of the kind of like arrangement of the song sticks out to you?
Has to be his banjo. The song itself. So everything you just shared with me, and the fact that you said that this is like a story or a fairy tale that is being told, it's folk music. And so it's this banjo that is kind of faintly in the background, but it's there. And to me, that is what is that's what's telling the story. That's what's setting the scene to tell the story, right? You know, you're in if you were to say a fairy tale, or we could just say it's a narrated song. It's not a song that's like, it's a story song. It's not just a song.
It's a folk song.
Yeah, it's a folk song. So that's what the banjo to me sets that up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of goes along with what you were saying.
Yeah.
That's the thing that drives the most. And then, also this time that we listened to it, you can really hear. So Dave is definitely singing the melody, in the that who'da thunk Papa can fly, whatever that melody line is, where, oh shoot, now I'm drawing a blank here. It's either in the chorus or it's at the end. I think it's in the chorus.
Yes. In the chorus.
What do they say in the chorus? Do they say Pokey?
So they say, Papa got a reindeer. Papa can fly. Now we see him waving from up in the sky.
Well, so the chorus part. So let me just say this: the chorus part definitely sounds like Bran.
Yeah. So he's like, I think he's doing the like who'da thunk that part.
Yeah. But then, so maybe it's the go Pokey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's that part, and I'm just getting it confused. But you can hear Bran singing the tenor part. What would be a tenor part come right through because Dave is singing the melody, so Bran's just singing on top of that.
Which is great because it lends it to that like that feeling of like all the kids are like gathered, shouting up at the sky.
Yeah. Oh, you know what this is like? This is almost like they're telling the story, and the fact that you're saying that the kids are shouting up at the sky, it's almost like the story becomes real.
Yeah, it is. I was just thinking about
telling the story, and then you're all of a sudden they're transported into the story.
Yeah, like Jack Frost, or like right? Isn't he the snowman who comes alive?
Yeah.
Which one's that? Yeah. It feels kind of like that. Where the kids are transported into it. Like it, they see Pokey. Like Pokey comes at the end of the song. If there's a music video, I feel like Pokey comes back, and Papa gets on Pokey and flies around, and the kids are like stoked to see it all happen.
Yeah, they're there watching it. They're all of a sudden a part of it. It's no longer a story being told to them. They are a part of the story now. Yeah. That's super interesting.
I think that's really cool.
Watch Dave be like, I didn't even think any of this. But
probably not.
To me, that's super cool. And we can make if we made this into a music video, what would the music video be?
Okay.
What I mean by that is, how would you approach the music video? You don't have to give me the 30,000 feet approach of this music video.
Okay. Well, I feel like I open with the maybe a little bit of that banjo going on, and it's nighttime. Snow is falling, and it's in the past. We're like the clothing is in the past a bit, and we've got our Papa, and we've got the narrator as a young boy, and they're out in the snow, and maybe they're like. Maybe Papa like cheekily throws a snowball at him and hits him, and then they start laughing. And then this reindeer comes out of the forest, and it terrifies Papa. And then the kind of the song proper starts. And so I would start. I think I would start there, but maybe I would take one step back from that and start with like the fireplace, and you kind of come out of the fireplace and you see like there's a man telling the story to these like. Who's like telling a story to a bunch of little kids, and then it kind of fades into that winter scene. I think I probably would do that.
That's funny because I would do the opposite. I would start it how you were starting it, and then I would end it with after the go Pokey, all the kids are there, right? The kids are, and I would end it with the boy who would now be grown up, or the girl, anybody, whoever the child is now grown up. The narrator is now telling the story to the kids who are all just a part of it. So I would kind of take it backwards as opposed to being like, oh, we're telling a story. It would be that, oh, wow. Oh, this whole thing was a story.
Yeah.
This wasn't actually happening.
I like that. I think that's cool.
So I guess what I was trying to get at was, to me, this is a cartoon. 100%.
Oh, okay.
Like the music video would be a cartoon.
I see. I don't get that. I get like it's a fairy tale.
but I don't necessarily feel like I'm seeing in my head. I'm not seeing a cartoon. But I am seeing sort of like a fantastic. I'm seeing more like, like Elf or like, I'm still seeing like live action people.
I guess I'm seeing the original Rudolph.
Okay,
that's just what I'm seeing.
Wait, are you like the puppets? Like the puppet?
Yeah, were they puppets or was it stop motion? No,
I think it's stop motion puppets, right? I think it's both.
Oh, maybe they are.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not thinking.
What do you mean by puppet?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking of like. It's a cartoon. I'm thinking it's animation. Sorry, not narration. It's animation.
So when the cartoon stops, does it become live action with the people at the end, or is it a cartoon at the end too?
I was gonna say it was a animation at the end, but it's kind of cool that it would become. They would all be real. Mm-hmm. That would actually make it look like they were actually in the story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super cool. I
love this song. I love getting to meet Pokey. I'm really happy to now know another one of the reindeer that Santa has.
I love that Dave takes you on this journey of a reindeer. That's just Dave though. Like I feel like when Dave writes, I don't always think that. I mean, I don't know how personal this song is to Dave, but the idea is it's just it's just a story that you can kind of pull out and remove, and maybe it isn't. Maybe it is personal to Dave, but it just gives me, hey, I just had this idea of this other reindeer. What if there is a 10th reindeer or 9th reindeer? I don't know how many reindeer.
He's always on the bench. Or this reindeer's new. Mm-hmm. Some of the I'm gonna be honest. I want to know more about Pokey.
Yeah, Pokey. I feel like Pokey should come back in the next EP.
Yeah, I would love to have another song about Pokey. I want to get
story of Pokey.
I want to know more about what. So yeah, like if Pokey, like does Pokey ever get to go on the runs? Like he's a backup, but in this story he's just kind of loose.
Yeah, this story like, he's been let out.
Yeah, I don't know why
he snuck out.
Yeah, he's on a romp right now. And we got and in Rudolph, right? You've got like Rudolph gets to finally go and be useful because he's got his light nose.
He's got his beacon.
I would love to know. I would love to have a little Christmas story about Pokey. Now that we've been introduced to him, I'd like to know what happens next.
Speaking of Dave's writing, let's just touch on that really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I find it so interesting that Dave can write. I think Dave's lyrics are so fascinating because I never quite know where they're going to go. Even the prescription line, it just kind of comes out of the blue. I'm not expecting him to say prescription.
No, so, I'm not.
Yeah, I just want to.
He's so imaginative.
That's it. Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. I'm always impressed by his lyrics, by what he writes.
Yeah. They're imaginative.
Mm-hmm.
Imaginative? I'm
imaginative.
Still. Imaginative.
Yeah. It's a weird language, English.
It is. What would you say? So if to kind of bring this home, if you would say Christmas with You is a lighthouse, a Christmas lighthouse, what would this song be?
This is a new Christmas fairy tale.
It's a new Christmas fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pokey, look out, Rudolph.
Yeah, definitely look out, Rudolph.
Look out. I don't know of any other.
Well, there's Dasher and Prancer.
Yeah, I know the names, but they don't have
Thrasher.
How much stories? How many stories do they have?
None.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
maybe. All right, here. I'm just throwing things out there, but maybe some songs for those guys.
Yeah,
Rudolph. Let's get to know them.
Don't take the whole thing. We need songs for Dasher.
Okay, so I want to just get your thoughts real quick. What kind of reindeer is Prancer? Just off the cuff.
Oh, Prancer 100% would be a. I don't know if you've ever seen these videos, but I see them all the time now because you like one video and you get them all. They're the dogs that are trotting, and it's always that song that's like, I'm a happy big guy. I'm just a happy big guy. Or they had one was one where it was out running, and it's just the dog is so happy and is just like, I don't want to use the word prancing because Prancer would prance, but I think Prancer would be a happy, trotting, jolly reindeer.
Mm-hmm. I get that Prancer is maybe a little like he's like chill and maybe not the brightest reindeer, you know?
Okay, that's okay.
Like
that's
he's like prancing along, right? But and so he's like having a good time and he's doing his thing, and like the reindeer like him, but he's like not the reindeer you go to like solve the problem.
He has his headphones in.
Yeah,
no,
he's like jamming.
Everyone turned right.
Know?
He's still going left. He's still going.
That's why Prancer's probably not in front. He's probably not one of the reindeer in the front. He's probably somewhere in the middle in the back.
He's not driving the sled. He's like, you just use me for my 4 legs and I could fly. You use me to help carry the weight.
Well, he brings the good vibes.
What do you think?
Keeps all the other reindeers.
What do you think of Pokey?
Like, what's his position?
What is Pokey's personality?
What's his personality? Well, I think he's a little anxious.
Totally.
He's easily startled, and because he throws Pappy on and goes for a ride. Goes for a ride. But he's good natured, and he's looking for a chance to prove himself. You know, he's looking for a chance to, like, you know, not just be a backup anymore. I think to me, Pokey is juvenile. Not in a bad way. He's juvenile in the sense that he's quite still, literally like a teenage reindeer.
He's still a teenager. Or I even think he's like really young. And he's like, they let me out of the pen, and he kind of got lost. Mm-hmm. He went out for recess and flew a little too far.
Or maybe he was on his, you know, maybe he's supposed to be with Santa right now doing Christmas stuff.
And he got
lost, and he got on a house, and he kind of, he found himself lost.
Anyway, yeah. So I like us wrapping this up with Pokey is a new Christmas fairy tale.
Yeah. I'm Ben,
and I'm Adam.
This has been the Winter Failure Fanboys podcast. The Winter Fanboys. Stay frosty, my friends.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that Papa got a reindeer? Who'd have thought that now Papa can fly? Who'd have thought that now we see him waving? Who'd have thought that from up in the sky?